How unique is Nvidia?
Is that a question?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
How unique?
it's quite unique. Since it can't be very unique, I don't think in the English language, it's quite unique.
Nvidia is quite unique. Let's take a look. And what we're talking about is just like the run, we kept saying, oh, wow, this is an amazing run and all this kind of stuff. Nvidia has been an unbelievable tear after growing 246% in 2023, which is huge. It's already doubled in the first 10 weeks of 2024. It feels like it never goes down. The historic run can put short premium traders in a difficult position of wanting to trade in this extremely active underlying, but not wanting to get run over by the freight train.
Mm-hmm.
So let's examine some of the best performing stocks of the past to see how Nvidia's recent performance compares.
Okie dokie.
Pretty interesting.
Yes, sir.
We use 25 years of data in Nvidia and a large collection of underlyings, excluding times they were less than $5 a share. That's fair. We considered their largest one-year gains, their runs of consecutive close-to-close up days, especially runs of large up days, and the number of large up days in 1 year. We repeated the analysis, replacing 1 year with several smaller time spans. So Nvidia, largest 1 year gain, 300%. Seems like a crazy amount, right?
Yes, for sure.
Tesla had a year where it was 1,000%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Zoom, 760. That was my worst trade. Netflix, 500%. So I guess it's not that crazy in hindsight.
Sure. But it always feels crazy when you're involved.
Yeah. I remember Netflix in 2013 and Zoom in 2020 was probably my worst trade ever. Amazon in 2009, I don't really remember that one as much. AMD, not as much. Tesla in 2020, I remember that. And Nvidia last year, of course. The largest 3-month gain. And when you look at this, Tesla was more, all these were kind of in the same range.
Mm-hmm.
We threw Shopify in here, Zoom again, of course. And, you can see all the dates there. This is the ending date of those moves. So it's pretty recent history, all within the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's recent. It's good.
So now we're going to look at winning days. These are streaks. Nvidia, 10 days in a row. AMD, 16 days in a row. Apple, 11 days in a row. Tesla, 13 days in a row. Amazon, 10 days in a row. I mean, we're clearly late.
A little bit.
A little bit. Can you believe Tesla had 12 days with a 1% move in a row?
No. I mean, I lived it. I traded through it.
Yeah.
But no.
Nvidia's had 6, which is a lot.
So we're still young in the move.
Yeah, it's just all we're showing is that it's in the mix with everything else. 4 days of 2%. This is an expensive stock, and similar to Apple, AMD, Tesla, and Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2% days.
Yep.
Crazy numbers. So over their best year, winning percentages, percentage of 2% days and percentage of 3% days. I mean, Nvidia percentage of 3% days is up there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see it's not completely unique from AMD, Tesla, Apple, and Shopify, right? They're kind of in the same.
That's true.
Yeah, they're all kind of in the same area. But Nvidia's numbers are, they're just huge. Apple, Shopify, and Tesla have all come down, by the way, dramatically. AMD and Nvidia are kind of, this is their year. These are both 2023, 2024 stocks. And over their best 3 months, I mean, Nvidia is right at the top end of the range on all of these numbers. My takeaway is that doesn't necessarily mean anything other than we are obviously late, but this move is in line with all the other crazy moves we've seen in big stocks over the last, 20 years.
Yeah. It's par for the course, but still a lot of hairpin turns.
Yeah, it's a monster, but
Yes.
it's a monster, but it's just the moves are huge, but they're in line with these other stocks when they had their moves. And this one is the largest 30-day gain. Oh, well, GME, they put in here an AMC, but those are, and BB, Best Buy, those are meme stocks. I think you compare it to Tesla, it gets a little more in line, but largest 1-day gain, that's how crazy GME was to put. We asked them to put those in there just so you can see the difference.
Yep.
But look at GME and AMC. Those were cheap stocks. You're not going to get 135% move on Nvidia, which is $1,000 stock.
Correct.
Is it $1,000 yet?
It's getting its way there. I mean, are you talking into anticipation? Yeah, 965 right now. Sadnov up 38.
Unbelievable.
Even the S&P is getting a little softer here, Sadnov. They down by about $4 off their highs.
Even using a large number of underlyings, we should avoid drawing too many conclusions from a small number of data points. Despite its remarkable run, Nvidia is not unique. It's simply the most recent underlying to see such success. In fact, adjusting from dollar amounts to percentage changes, Nvidia hasn't significantly outperformed. AMD is its closest market competitor. Nvidia has just finished the second strongest quarter ever. And if you decide to take advantage of volume and liquidity, remember to stay small and be ready to make adjustments. Things can change fast, blah, blah, blah. So there was an enormous amount of liquidity in there the last couple of days. Enormous. I'm sure today is no different.
Yep. So basically you're saying, this is all you got, Nvidia?